Running, we should be good to go. Hopefully everything is good. I want to check everything and see if all the avenues are up and running. Just want to make sure the audio is good on everything, and then we can get up and running and talk about the topics I want to talk about today. So let's okay, so like the audio is good over there. All right, look like the audio is good over there. It sounds like it's an echo. It's a bad echo. No, that sounds good. Yeah, that sounds pretty bad. No, it's no. Yeah, that sounds like a little out there a little bit. Let me check something. Let me see audio. All right, let's see if that'll work. That should be back to normal because that's the way I had it before. I don't know why I tried to change that or whatever. That was kind of weird. I want to check on because I'm actually live on Facebook now, so I want to see if Facebook is doing what it's supposed to do as well. A shout out to everybody who's been giving me the follows on Facebook. Look like we're good over there too. But I don't see. Let me refresh this. There we go. It says okay. There we go. So it look like we're good. It look like we're good. All right. So I don't know how the audio is going to sound. I mean, maybe it might be kind of wonky. I mean, it is okay. I can hear it, but maybe the audio may be a little off or whatever. But nevertheless, we're gonna keep rocking with it. We're gonna roll with it and see how things play out. So hopefully everything is everything. So today we're going to talk about college football 26. The trailer was just released. We'll talk about that trailer. We're also going to get into what else? Oh yeah, EA Sports Codemasters. I don't know if many people really think about Codemasters, but when it comes to racing games, I love Codemasters. So I want to talk about that. And also, EA is probably getting rid of Codemasters, so that's going to be something that's a little weird because they just bought them, but then they turn right back around and they're going to close them or they're going to move them around. We're going to talk about that. And Nacon is actually going to get the WRC back, and I'm a big fan of the WRC games. I have pretty much all of them, and the WRC racing games are absolutely awesome when it comes to the rally racing. Rally racing is one of my favorite genres that I don't talk about much because I feel like there's not much to talk about there, but the authenticity of the rally racing is actually pretty good. So uh, that is going to be a topic today as well. We're probably going to get into some of the other stuff I talked about throughout the week. You know, the live studios. I mean, the live services that these studios are still working on. I don't understand why, but they are. And also, we're going to talk about some other things that happened throughout the week and keep my thoughts and opinions. So hopefully, you guys will hang around. Okay, everything is good. Wait for a few seconds for more people to come in. Look like we're good to go on all platforms that we're streaming from. And surprisingly, I just want to see. Yeah, surprisingly, the Facebook is actually looking pretty solid. Everything's looking pretty solid from where I am. So that's a good thing, all things considered. Let me see. Okay. All right, so let's get into this college football 26 trailer. I want to talk about this. I want to put this up on the screen and I want to give my thoughts and opinions about it because I do love football. I mean, obviously, I'm a big football fan, but one thing about it is I haven't really been playing many football games in general. I think these are the games that now I'm kind of like falling back, not really thinking about games that I'm not really playing like I normally would. And let me pause that. And it's just something I don't really play that much anymore. For the most part, I'm just on the sideline, just watching the games come out and see how they play out. I may give it a shot. I played a little bit of college football 25, and when I did play those, I was more of a sense like, yeah, this is a pretty solid game. I like it. I'm having fun with it, and I think it's a really solid offering. But I just had other games that I was playing that I just never got back around to playing college football 25. So therefore, game itself, it's just been sitting on my hard drive. I think I played like one season of Georgia Southern football, and I had fun with that, and that was cool. But at the end of the day, I was like, I don't think I'm gonna be playing this as much as I think I am, and I didn't. So the game was just basically sitting there, and that's just the issue with football games right now in general. Like most of them just sit, and if I do play them, it'll probably be NCAA football 14. I have a long history with that game, and I have a long dynasty going on in that game. So I just haven't really been playing any of the other games. But let me see. I want to go ahead and try to put this up. Where is it? I think this is it. Hopefully this is not a bad. Yeah, let me see. Okay, that's pretty solid. I could look at it like this. This is pretty good. So I'm going to put the trailer out here. I want to give you my thoughts and opinions on it, and hopefully this is going to turn out to be pretty solid. I mean, I watched it before, but I haven't really watched it like I should. But so let's go in.
There's something in the air. From Friday nights.
So it look like they're going back to Road to Glory?
Yeah,
Road to Glory.
Chapel Hill to Pasadena. It crackles down our spines.
Hey, son.
Tradition. Tension. Roars that remind our rivals. They're not in Kansas anymore. It's electric.
I like to put the military in the game. That's pretty cool. It looks gonna be very immersive.
It shocks our nerves and ignites a place where the ground shakes. But our pride doesn't.
That looks really good.
Where our coach, scheme, playbook, and character are unlike any other. There's something in the air.
I want to go back to something really quick.
Any other.
This right here. That right there. That looks really good. And diving for those extra yards is
Something
nice.
in the air. It builds us up, breaks them down, and gives the stadium a pulse built on pride.
I hope they don't get me for this copyrighted music.
The College Football 26 trailer.
Yeah, okay, soft drink. I don't know what you gotta say. Sorry, soft drink. I don't have an issue with the trailer. The trailer does look pretty solid. I mean, it always supposed to look that way. That's the way it is. But I don't know. I'm just not hyped for the game anymore. It just 25 was cool, but listen, I've been doing not college football, but I've been doing football games for goodness, almost 30 years. I've been playing college football games since the mid 90s, and I've seen it all. And I think a lot of this stuff now is just, it's cool, but it doesn't move me anymore. It doesn't do anything to me. It's just, I think I could speak for a lot of people who's probably in my shoes is like, yeah, I'm gonna give it a shot. I'm gonna play it, but I don't know if this is a game that's like, oh yeah, this is something that I really want to jump on and play consistently. Maybe, a lot of people who are younger, I'll probably say like 15 years younger than I am, they're going to have a blast with this. People who are in college are going to have a blast with this. People who love college football and they haven't been playing these games for a long time, they're going to have a blast with this. You got to understand, college football 25 could be like the first entity for a lot of people that are gaming now. A lot of people really wasn't around like that when college NCAA football 14 has been around. So this is going to be a real hype thing for them. But for people like me who's been around since Bill Walsh football, super play action football, when you had college games on there, maybe you're looking at this and be like, yeah, I want to take the time to relive the time that I had with the college football game. But then again, it's like, it's only going to last for so long. It's kind of like the guy who, had fond memories of like the old Sega Genesis. Like for me, like I have like all the older consoles, but I'm not hyped about, playing them as much. Even when a new Sega Genesis game come out, like Xenocrisis or something, like I'm just not that hyped on playing them like that anymore. So at the end of the day, I was like, yeah, it's cool. I'm excited. I love the fact that the game is back, but I know with all the other games I'm playing, all the things I'm doing, this is not going to be the full-time game that I played like I did 10 years ago. Well, you know what I'm saying? It's just not that. But I want to run the trailer again one more time. I'm going to play it all the way out, and then I'm going to jump over to the next topic. So let's do that again. Matter of fact, this time I'm going to do it on a full screen so you can see it completely. All right, that's much better. Oh, yeah, that's much better. All right, let's look at this one more time.
There's something in the air.
Shout out to the Hood Nerd channel. I appreciate you coming through. This is a very good point. This is a very good point. A lot of us early 80 babies are starting to get bored with gaming, really because it really isn't anything besides gravity that's pushing the envelope anymore. I could say to an extent, you are absolutely right. I am getting kind of bored with gaming when it comes to the newer stuff. I'd rather play like the older stuff that I'm fond with when I have time to play. And with those games, I'm able to explore things that I really was not able to do so. So this is why I am playing like the WRC games. I'm playing a lot of racing games now. I'm playing a lot of the fighting games now because those games have a lot more to explore than to what we have now. Like we've seen it all already with NCAA football. It's not much they can do. It's not much they can do with football games in general. So it's like, yeah, you can play it, you can have fun with it, you can enjoy yourself, but at the same time, it's like there's nothing new under the sun. There's nothing new under the sun what you see in a football game. Like, there's one thing I do like about even with 2K basketball or even with NBA Live. And a lot of people don't realize, like with basketball, the game, the way both games are set up, NBA 2K and NBA Live, is a lot more unpredictability when you're playing basketball on the court because of the way that you have to score. Like you can score in basketball in so many ways. And so it's always a different type of vibe when you can go for a dunk, you can go for a layup, you can shoot a three, you can hit a half court shot, you can hit a shot behind the glass. You could do an alley-oop. You can do so many things when it comes to basketball. This is why I can still see myself playing the basketball game, which is, really kind of surprising to people because I don't talk about that. But there's so many different ways to score in football. It's not nothing new that you can see that's different the way these football games are set up. If they try to do something new with it, the game is OP with that one type of move, the one-handed catch touchdown, the Patrick Mahomes throw, the juke move, the jumping over a tackler. You see so many things that you've seen before. It's not as, to me, I don't feel like the football games is dynamic as the other sports. You could take basketball, you could take hockey, you could take the golf game, for instance. In some cases, maybe even the tennis game, even though tennis games are still very redundant compared to, the others. You got other sports titles that are actually a little bit more dynamic because of the way you have to score and win. What's going on, Quayface? How you doing, brother? What's up, Sweet Jones? Hood Nerd also says I've gotten into more platforms than AA gaming more myself. Yeah, platforms definitely. Me and my son have been playing Rayman like crazy. So yeah, absolutely. Let's finish this trailer real quick one more time.
From Friday nights Saturday lights. Chapel Hill to Pasadena. It crackles down our spines. Tradition, tension, roars that remind our rivals they're not in Kansas anymore. It's electric. It shocks our nerves and ignites a place where the ground shakes. But our pride doesn't.
I can't lie, the presentation is fantastic. This is great.
Playbook and character are unlike any other. There's something in the air. It builds us up, breaks them down, and gives the stadium a pulse built on pride.
I don't know, man. I just don't know. I don't see it. I mean, the game looks great, but I just at the end of the day, I just really I don't see it. I don't see the excitement anymore. I'll probably go speak for everybody that's in here. Like, yeah, we've been there and done that, and it's like, yeah, for everybody who's under the age of 30, or people under the age of 25. I mean, this is going to be fantastic. But a lot of us old timers, yeah, we may play it, but I don't see myself playing it for a long period of time. I just don't. Even if I do decide to buy it, I don't see myself playing it for a long period of time. I probably see myself playing it for maybe a month. I mean, that's literally what I did with NCAA football or college football 25. A great feature would be for them to for us to have the run whatever plays the coaches call. I don't think people are like that. No, but I'm with you. I mean, that would be interesting, but I don't think people like that. You know how people like to play, man. They like to cheese these games and play with, all type of playbooks and run the same plays over and over again. That's how they run. That's how they play these games, man. It's unfortunate, but that's just how the way it is. They just rather play it like that, and it doesn't matter. What you think. They're just trying to play it online and have a good time, which is cool. Nothing wrong with that, but that's what you're running into nowadays when it comes to that. Players, they just want to play with their favorite players and just do all kind of stuff. Like the Alabama player Ryan Williams, I think that's his name. I wouldn't be surprised if people try to put him at quarterback in the game. I mean that's just how some people play. I mean, right, wrong, or indifferent, whatever you may feel, it is what it is. Overall, I think it's going to be a wildly successful game. I think it's going to be really successful. People are going to really love and play this game yet again. But I'm just speaking from my standpoint, a guy who loves football and play football. I've been doing this for 30 years. I remember playing the original John Madden on the Genesis. I played Bill Walsh, football 96, which I still have over there up here where I'm pointing at that white game right here with my fingers at. I have Bill Walsh college football. I've been playing that like forever. So it's not. I'm an old head when it comes to the football games, and I know that. Well, I'm an old head when it comes to gaming, period. But I just know that with all the genres out there now, I'm not going to spend that much time on college football 26. I didn't spend that much time on it in 25, but I do think that the game looks good. The presentation look nice, and I think it'll be a fun experience for anybody who really wants to get a console or have a console and just want to play a college football game. I think it's going to be a really good look. But for me, it's going to be limited to what I play. As far as that particular game, I don't know. I want to talk about this as well. I'm going to put this up on the screen. Let me see. If I can get this on the screen. All right. This is a really big deal. I don't know if y'all know this, but this is a really big deal, especially for me. And I think this is something that some people may not really understand. But we're going to talk about what EA is doing to close Codemasters. I don't think they're necessarily closing it, but they are reducing roles. So this is what they got going on here. EA confirms that it's reducing the role at Codemasters, redeploying as many as possible. As a business, we are constantly evolving to meet growing the needs of players. I think EA is just losing money. These games, the rally games, they do very well. They sell well. They are very fun to play. And when I knew that Codemasters was going over to EA, I kind of thought like, all right, this is not the best move because Codemasters has been a company that has done very good for themselves outside of not being under another company. Now, if you don't know who Codemasters is, if you ever played the games like Dirt 2, Dirt 3, Dirt 4, Dirt 5, Grid 2, Grid Autosport, I think they even did Red River Overpoint or something like that. I think they did that as well. So they've done a lot of games, and Codemasters do a very good job at racing games. As a matter of fact, I think there was a part of Slightly Mad Studios? Well, I think Slightly Mad Studios was they're a different entity. I'm sorry, but they the one that did Project Cars. And when Project Cars came to EA, or the company that did Project Cars came to EA, and Codemasters came to EA, I thought you was going to get a fantastic racing game because I love what they did with Project Cars. Project Cars 3, not so much, but you still got a really good game when it came to Slightly Mad Studios and Project Cars 1 and 2. Great games I still play to this day. But with Codemasters, if you ever played like Grid 2, Dirt, or the Dirt series, Dirt Rally 2.0, those are some fantastic racing games. And then when EA bought them, they came out with WRC, and that game is pretty solid as well. Hold on. Son, are you okay? Yeah. You what? You all right? Yeah. I want to make sure. You just making all this noise. I want to make sure. Calm down, baby. Calm down. He is so hyped. I don't know why, but I'm going to take him out later on today so he can get out the house because summer vacation, he hasn't been bad. I mean, he's never a bad kid, but he is like very, very hyped. He needs to get some of that energy off. But nevertheless, let's get back to this. Dang, mommy back already? You hear mom's back? I hear the garage opening. Go check on her, baby. What I was saying? Oh yeah. When they came out with WRC 4, which was a really good game, I thought WRC was a nice addition. But I still think the old WRC games was just a little bit better. And WRC kind of got like that EA touch, and you know how that goes. You know, it's just not a really good product based on what they're normally able to put out. WRC has been around since like forever. I remember the first WRC, which it wasn't necessarily made by Codemasters, but we'll get to that in a second. WRC was basically a game that was a really good game that came from Evolution Studios, and then Codemasters was doing. I forgot to even talk about this. WRC did the Colin McRae rally games 03, 04, 05, which hold on a second. Hold on one second. It's right here. It's right here. This game right here by Codemasters, Colin McRae Rally 04. This is an excellent game. And I got 05 back there, and I have 03. And these games turned into the Dirt series, Dirt 1 through 5. And Codemasters, I thought they was going to be able to really do some things under EA's watch, but now they're moving some people from around, and I think the last game they really put out was the F1 game, F1 25. They put that out as well. So they've done a lot with the racing games. So I really feel like this is somewhat of a bummer because Codemasters is way too talented to be around EA, in my opinion. EA is a company that kind of like bring in companies and then they kill them off. And this is the problem that you have right now. EA has announced the end of partnership with World Rally Championship earlier this week. So there's no more WRC games that's coming out by EA. So honestly, this may be a game that you may want to pick up because I believe personally, this is one of the racing games that's probably going to be worth something down the road. In my opinion, it's probably one of the games that be worth something down the road. At the time, it was not clear or if how many members of Codemasters team have been impacted. In a statement to VGC, EA again did not confirm the number of its colleagues affected, but it did acknowledge, as a business, we are constantly evolving to meet the growing needs of our players and driving greater focus across our portfolio. In other words, they want to expand and do other things, and they don't believe that the WRC brand or making games in this fashion is a good look for them. Now, that's just for EA. Now, the WRC name is I mean, you got to understand, this is almost like the Gran Turismo for rally racing. Gran Turismo is a big name, and WRC is a big entity. People overseas, England, Ireland, is that the same thing? Yeah, England, Ireland, all those places in the UK, they love rally racing. I love rally racing, even over here in the States, even though not too many people think about rally racing like I think they should. But I think rally racing is a fantastic video game that anybody should pick up. And I think it's a really good game, especially if you like authenticity. These games are very, well close to the authenticity of a game, and it's worth looking out. This has led us to look at reducing some roles while redeploy as many as possible against our strategic priorities. EA's decision to end this WRC partnership follows its announcement last year as it laid off 670 employees, that it would be moving away from the future licensed IP towards owned IP sports and massive online communities. Once again, that goes back to what I was saying on my other video about these live services. These owned IP sports are live services. Madden, FIFA, NHL. Hopefully they need to bring an NBA Live back because this is ridiculous that NBA Live is still dead. They need to bring that game back. And massive online communities. In other words, your Battlefields, your other live service games. Those games are your Apex Legends. All those games, they're going to put people who are working on Codemasters, which is strictly one thing about Codemasters, they are more in tune with racing games and single player content. They do have multiplayer stuff. They do have online gaming, but most of the stuff is single player content. So you're about to put these people on these live services and these IPs. This is a problem. This is the problem that I'm talking about when it comes to EA. The WRC news followed yet more layoffs at EA, reportedly affecting between 300 and 400 employees who lost their jobs earlier this week. That means around 2,200 developers have lost their jobs in the first 4 months of 2025 alone. And that's probably going to double by the end of the year. So this is what you're dealing with. WRC, which I think is a fantastic, entity to have, which I think they make some great games when it comes to the WRC Rally Racing Series, when it comes to Codemasters or whatever the case may be, even Nacon, which we're going to talk about Nacon in a second, which I think this is probably one of the best moves that has happened all year. EA, once again, is letting people go, and now people are losing their jobs, and a fantastic, absolutely awesome developing studio is basically dying off. They may still make the F1 games. They'll probably still make another racing game out of the blue. Maybe they're going to play on or work on Need for Speed or whatever the case may be, which Need for Speed absolutely needs a facelift. Need for Speed needs some work. Absolutely needs some work. So maybe they'll be around to do something that will help those struggling IPs. So it says, do you still buy physical games? I don't do physical only. Yeah, I'm not gonna hit that. It might send me to some other crazy link. But yeah. So this is what you're dealing with now when it comes to what WRC, Codemasters, and EA is going through. This is actually pretty devastating if you think about it. It's pretty bad because I can go down the list, which I'm going to do. I don't want to go back there and pull out all my games that I don't want to go through go pull all the games that I have that are Codemaster made. But I want you guys see this. Absolutely, live service is killing gaming. Absolutely, it is not even funny. It's not even funny because it's one thing if you make a good live service game, but they're making terrible ones. And like I said in my last video, 500 studios are working on this stuff. It's kind of ridiculous. Okay, these are the list of Codemaster games, so you're going to get to see what I'm talking about. Some of the great games Codemasters make. So maybe you guys aren't really familiar with this, but I highly recommend you to go pick up probably one or two of these games. Because Codemasters, I love what Codemasters is. Probably one of my favorite studios. And I know it sounds crazy, I'm glazing them like this, but it's worth it. You play these games, you'll know what I mean. These are the list of games that they made all the way back to 86. I didn't know much about them all the way then. I do know about Starfighter, ATV Simulator. They go all the way back to the 80s. So they're a very prestigious company. Very prestigious. I didn't know that they went this far back. So they did Micro Machines way back in the day. So you should know about this game, Micro Machines. I'm trying to get to the games that I pretty much started playing back then. This is the first one I started playing right here. Toka Tour Racing, Toka Car Championship. This is one of the first games I played. I remember playing this way back in on a PC. I remember like one of my ex-girlfriends. This is when like I was in high school going into college. My ex-girlfriend, she used to have a PC, one of them big box PCs, and she had this game on it. I don't know why she had it on it, but she had it. But at the end of the day, I started playing it, and this is when I started to really like rally racing and racing games because I was cool with racing games back in the day. Super Sprint. I remember playing, RC Pro-Am, Outrun. I was playing those, but this is like my entity into sim racing. And they did they did Micro Machines. I didn't know they did that as well. So Colin McRae on the PlayStation, they did that. They did Toka 2, which is another good game. They did Pro Pool. I didn't know that. Toka Racing Car. All the Toka games are great. This was the first one that I knew that they were really serious. Like I knew that, Colin McRae was good, but 2.0 for the PlayStation, this was a really good game. I remember playing that. But I really didn't get. Oh, that's the Operation Flashpoint. This is another good game that came out in 2001. I remember this came out on PC. Didn't play much of it, but I remember seeing this. A couple of my college buddies was playing it when I was playing Halo back then. This one right here. Colin McRae Rally 3 was another one. Was a game that I really started to get into. It came out for the original Xbox, and it was one of the first games I remember playing that was a racing game outside of the first Forza. So I really love this game, and that was one. I'm gonna get back to the other ones. So I just want to show you all the games they made. This is Operation Flashpoint, Red Hammer, Toka Race Driver, which is a really good racing game, almost on par with the the Gran Turismos of the world. Kate, please don't make all that noise. I'm doing this. Okay, baby. The Toka Race Driver. Those are the games I started to play that was on par with Forza and Gran Turismo. Very underrated series by Codemasters. Then there's Colin McRae 04. This is the game I just showed you guys. Colin McRae 04 is another great game. I've been playing a lot of that lately. And you got Toka Race Driver 2, which is another good game. Then you got what else did they make? Okay, hold on. One or the other, baby. You can't listen to both. Let's see. Colin Rally 05 is another one. Let's see. Tokyo Race Driver 06. Where did this come out at? Oh, wait a minute. This came out for the PSP? I may need to pick this up. I didn't know that. I didn't know that came out for the PSP. I may need to get that. Anything else that I see? So there's the first Dirt game that came out on the Xbox 360. Then you had where's the other one? Race Driver Grid. That's another game that came out for the PS3 360. Where's Dirt 2? There's Dirt 2. Operation Flashpoint was a really good game. I got that on the PC. I need to pick this up for the Xbox 360 or the PS3 as well. I think there's another one that came out. Operation. They did Need for Speed Show. Yeah, they did Need for Speed Shift. Dirt 3. Then they started doing the F1 series. There's Grid 2. Grid Autosport. Dirt Rally. Dirt 4. On Run. This is a pretty good game. I did a video about this game a while back. This is an online game that came out in 2018, and they didn't, they shut down the servers in 2022. Very unfortunate. And there's a 2019 Grid, which is another game that was delisted 4 or 5 years later. Really good game. Dirt Rally 2.0. Grid Legends was another one that came out 2022. And there's all the F1 series games that came out. And there's WRC, but made by EA Sports WRC. So these are the games that they made. They've made a lot of games. And unfortunately, they're going to be going by the wayside. So I can't count how many games are on here. But this is the company that's going away. And it's very unfortunate that you're not going to get this type of quality. I mean, these are some very good games. My recommendation, get about 2 or 3 of these games, and I promise you won't be disappointed. Go find like Dirt 4 and Grid 2 or something like that. Go get like Grid 2019 and get Dirt 2 or something. Get one of each. Don't get all of them, but just get 1 or 2. I promise you'll be satisfied. But nevertheless, let's see. Let me copy this and put this over here. I need to cut that thing off. What? I don't know what that little that toy that my son got. He loves that toy. But hold on a second. Are you playing with this? Oh, I was wondering if it was making noise out the blue. Here. All right, cut it back on, but that thing is making crazy noise. Matter of fact, go downstairs with that, baby. When I'm done, you can come back up here with it. That thing is hella loud. Oh, one more thing. Nacon is going back to doing the WRC games. And that's a good segue. We're going to get into that. Let's pull this up as well. Where is it? Oh, I'm tripping. All right, so WRC writes, hold on, let me make sure we're good over there. Okay. So the WRC writes are returning to Nacon at the EA Codemasters ends its rally game development. They only did one game. They only did one game and they're already done. But nevertheless, Nacon said they will develop a complete reboot of the World Rally Championship Series or the games. I think this is a fantastic look right here. Because if you go look back, I think Codemasters only did one WRC game because they did all the dirt games. WRC did all the WRC 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They did WRC Generations. If you go to any of those WRC games, absolutely fantastic games. I am in the middle of playing WRC 6 right now, and I'm trying to finish that. I completed WRC 5, and I still have the other ones, 1 through 4. I got those in the I have those over there on console. But I have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, I got 5, 6, and 7 on PC, 8, 9, and 10 on console, and I got WRC 24 over here. But nevertheless, this is a really good thing. Really good thing. Because Nacon, not to take nothing away from Codemasters, because Codemasters, they did a really good job with the Dirt series. But I think Nacon, they really much solidified what the WRC games are with doing the games from 5 through 10. They did a very good job. So they're going to do a complete reboot. So this is going to be really interesting. Multiverse closed down. I didn't know that. Dynasty Warriors producer said the series can't be called a. Yeah, Dynasty Warriors never was a pretty big game in the West. So I could see that. Get out of the way, lady. All right. Nacon has regained the rights to FIA World Rally Championship after Electronic Arts Codemasters announced it had ended development on its rally games. Nacon, which previously developed WRC games from 2015 to 2022, has signed a new agreement with grants exclusive rights for PC and consoles for 6 seasons from 2027 to 2032. So we're probably not going to get another game until probably the PlayStation 6. Because they're going to do a complete reboot, so we're probably not going to get a new game till the PlayStation 6, the next Xbox. So I can wait that long. I'm good because I still got the other games I need to play. The company says they plan to develop a complete reboot of the franchise based on an entirely fresh vision, aiming to deliver an immersive experience that faithfully reflects the reality of championship and meets expectations of both rally and enthusiast players and new players. I'm gonna move this over here. Hold on. Yeah, it looks better if I look over here. All right. The last WRC game, EA Sports WRC, was developed by Codemasters and released in 2023. Earlier this month, Codemasters, which was acquired by EA in 2021, confirmed that it ended its partnership with the World Rally Championship and that it will be thus pausing development plans for future rally titles. Alan Falk, I think that's how I say Falk, the CEO of Nacon, says of the new deal, "We are thrilled to renew our collaboration with the WRC promoter. This iconic license provides exceptional playground to build this highly refined driving experience that lives up to expectation of rally fans." Now, look, I'm one of them. I'm absolutely going to be happy that this is a thing. Between 2015 and 2023, we had the opportunity to work closely with the championship official teams and many drivers to allow us to gain solid and unique expertise. Where I just lost my place. Oh, in translating rallying into a video game experience. This new adventure marks a major milestone, a fully reimagined project driven by passionate and a specialized team with a clear ambition to elevate rally games to new heights. Now, I'm going to tell you something. Look, whatever these people are saying, whatever they're saying, believe them. Seriously, believe them. WRC and what Nacon, this is not your run-of-the-mill crazy talk when it comes to, like, let's say they're trying to sell us a dream with Madden. They're trying to sell us a dream with 2K. They're trying to sell us a dream with any other sports title or any other game that comes out every year. These guys are the real deal. When it comes to Nacon and Codemasters, when it comes to racing games, these guys are the real deal. So whatever they say, I 100% believe that they're going to deliver, because ever since these games have been coming out, even when it comes to Codemasters and all the games I showed you way back with the Colin McRae racing and even up to the Dirt series, and you turn around and you see the WRC games that have been around since 2000, these guys have delivered every single time. I can't think of one bad game that they came out with when it comes to the rally game. So highly believe that these guys are going to do something phenomenal with the series, because they haven't done a bad job yet. WRC marketing boss also added, after comprehensive evaluation, we are delighted to have reached an agreement with Nacon. Their vision for the franchise stands out, and the expertise of delivering great rally games is unquestioned. Absolutely believe that. We look forward to breaking new ground together in this collaboration, truly turn the WRC games into epic adventures and offer gaming experience beyond rally as we know it today. I'm going to tell you guys, these guys here, if you're not into rally games, go look them up. I will probably be live streaming one at some point because I want people to know that these games are very, very good. They're very they're very immersive. They're also the thing about these games that I like, it's you versus the machine. There's no online presence where people can, mess the game up. There's no situation where people could make it a bad experience because when you're playing, you're racing against the clock. That's it. The rally racing is basically racing against the clock. And if you're one of those guys who just want to be good at a game and want to play a game and actually know how to master a game, these rally racing games are a really good example of doing so. You don't have to worry about the AI doing something crazy or the computer doing something funky or wonky or whatever the case may be. It's just you get racing against the clock. And that is basically one of the reasons why I really love the racing game, because it's usually that way. There's one reason why I love the golf game, because when you're out there on that golf course and you're playing EA Sports PGA Tour Golf, when you're playing that game, it's just you and you're hitting that ball and trying to make it into the cup. That's it. There's no crazy AI. There's no defense that can mess you up. There's nothing crazy about what goes on the game. It's all on you. And by you being great at that game, it's very satisfying. And I think I could speak, I think Quayface could say this. He's sitting here, still listening, hopefully. He could tell you this is one of the reasons why the golf game is so good, because they basically replicate the sport, and it's just you and what goes on the field. That's all of what it is. There's nothing in between that. There's no crazy defense or some glitches or crazy things that may happen. These games are put together that well where you don't have those issues. And this is why I believe 100% that Nacon, what they're going to do with this game is going to be absolutely fantastic. There's no doubt in my mind. There's no doubt in my mind. So this is why I love these games. Like I said, I've been playing this game lately, and this game is hard as hell, but I love playing this game. This game, I think you can play this game on the Xbox 360 if you want to. And I just want to show you, like, look what this game has to offer. I know you probably can't read it, but it has like destruction. It has destruction. And this is a game that came out in 2003. And even with the even with Nacon, what they done with WRC, these games are absolutely fantastic. And what EA is doing, EA is basically giving us, they're doing a favor for us by letting this company go. They're basically they're doing us a favor by letting this company, Nacon, come in and get these WRC games again. Now they said from 2027 to 2032, we're probably going to see the game come out on the PlayStation 6. You're probably not going to get anything right now, so they're probably in the works and starting to develop the game, which for me, I'm all for it. I'm good with it. I have no issue with it, and I think that's the move. At the end of the day, I think that's the move. NCAA 26 they made us wait 6 months to show us fireworks and hats. EA is full of shit. Hey, it's true though, man. It's true. They got to get the casual gamers. They got to get those guys hyped. But this is what Nacon is about to do. You're going to see this, and hopefully I'm still here to talk about this. But Nacon is going to give us an example of what great games are and how to make great games and how to enjoy great games. In the meantime, I highly recommend, I'm all seriousness, I highly recommend you guys to go pick up one of their games. Go pick up a WRC 5 or WRC. I would say pick up, since most of us got a PS5, go pick up WRC 9. Go pick up Dirt 4. Go pick up WRC 10. Hell, even pick up WRC 24, the one that's on EA Sports. Go pick up those games and try them out. If you're a retro guy like me and don't mind playing a retro game for every now and then, go find Dirt 3. Go find Dirt 4. I already said Dirt 4. Go find any of those Dirt titles. Go pick up a Colin McRae rally. 04, 05. It doesn't matter. Pick up any of them. You won't be disappointed. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, you should be able to have fun playing these type of games. And I just thought that it was pretty crazy when I saw that EA was closing Codemasters, or they're moving Codemasters around. And now you're seeing where EA, yet again, they come through, they take a company and they basically destroy them. I mean, that's basically what happened. But unfortunately, or fortunately, Nacon is coming back, and Nacon is going to make some great rally games for us. And like I said, I highly recommend, getting on the bandwagon and try at least one of these games. I think you won't be disappointed. These are really good games. They're a little bit of a learning curve, but even if you go out there and just learn how to, drive these rally cars, and you see yourself going through these twists and turns and how authentic they look, how great the games play, I think you have an appreciation for what these games are. And I just think these games are absolutely fantastic. I highly recommend them. But I don't have anything else much to say. I am going to be going live later. I want to play more of Doom 3 Resurrection of Evil. I want to try to finish that up. I may even double down and play other games. I may even jump on a rally game so we could play these rally games, show you what these rally games are about. Because I just think these games are fantastic, and they don't get enough love. They don't get enough love. I think these are very good games that just don't get enough recognition. So I may just double down and play a little bit of that. But definitely we'll be going live again later on this today or tomorrow morning. Just depends. But nevertheless, hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Shout out to the people that are on Facebook. I am on Facebook. The link is down in the description if you want to follow my Facebook page. That Facebook page is now over 100 followers. That means I can go live over there. So I am live over there now. And also I'm live on Twitch. I'm live on YouTube. I want to be live on like 5 different platforms at one time, but unfortunately I only could do 3. So I'm not live on X right now, because the plan is, what I want to do is I want to be live on YouTube, Twitch. I want to be live on Rumble, YouTube, and X and Facebook. But I might kill the X part out. As of right now, I don't know. I may swap between Facebook and Twitch. Just depends. I mean, Facebook and Twitter. Just depends. I may not do Twitter at all, just to be honest. I don't know. But I want to do at least 5. There's some mechanism out here I could do up to 8, which is crazy. But I'm gonna have to get another monitor if I'm going to do 8, because I gotta manage all of them at one time. But I want to be everywhere. So hopefully you guys will continue to give me support. Shout out the Hood Nerd channel. I really appreciate him coming through. He's one of my original followers and one of the original supporters, as well as Quayface, Sweet Jones. These 2 guys, they've been around even before the First and Frame Rate days. These guys been around for a very long time. And I really appreciate you guys. Everybody else who come through, been watching, haven't said anything in the background, just watching. I appreciate you. Doc Type, I know he comes around. Kenneth Mullen, another guy. Tomaticus is another one. Everybody who's been showing support, I really appreciate it. I also recommend going to Sweet Jones's Twitch channel. Go to his channel and watch some of his stuff. He has some really good content. Hood Nerd channel has some good content. Quayface, he does content every now and then. Watch him out. Watch him as well. These guys do great work. You can literally just click on their names, find out where their stuff is easily. It's not hard to find their stuff. But I'm going to get up out of here. got a few things I gotta do. They gotta move some furniture. You know how it is on the weekends. You know, the wife wants you to move some stuff. Want to do that. Definitely gonna be back later on. Probably be back a little bit earlier than usual because I usually try to go live around like 9:30, 10 o'clock at night. But we'll try to come back earlier and do some more stuff and probably try to go live as long as possible throughout the week, throughout the rest of the day. So I'll see you guys then. I'll be live probably on these same platforms, these same 3 platforms, YouTube, probably be live on Facebook and Twitch, maybe X. I don't know, maybe. But we'll see. All right, y'all, I'm going to get up out of here. Y'all take it easy. Y'all be blessed. Y'all take care of yourselves out there. I'll see y'all on the next one. All right, y'all, I'm out. All right, y'all, peace.